Hey everyone, the 30th of October is approaching very quickly, and if you didn't know already, it's going to be UK Budget Day. The media are reporting that there is going to be a capital gains tax rise, and you might be asking yourself the question of how do I stay ahead? So what I want to show you at Recap is a few capabilities that we have for you to plan your finances. Now, I am not a tax advisor, I am not an accountant, I am not authorised to give tax or advice, but what I can show you are the tools within Recap for you to create your own scenarios and your own tax strategies. So the first thing that I want to show you is our new asset page. Now, this page has been developed specifically for the UK market. We are a UK first crypto tax calculator, and here we show you the breakdown of all of the assets in your portfolio, and we show you the acquisition cost, so how much did it cost for you to acquire that asset overall, and the market value today. And we can see here that this customer, they acquired a Bitcoin for £550. Today it's worth about £52,667, and therefore the customer is set on an unrealised gain of £52,117. Now, what I want to show you is, if we go to the activity screen, we will show you the history of how we've derived those valuations. So you can see here the customer has put £550 onto an exchange. They then basically created a trade to buy a Bitcoin with that £550. And if we go into the tax tab and we go down on the acquisition side, we can see here that one Bitcoin was added into the customer's Section 104 pool with a value of £550 against it. Now, there is nothing stopping you in Recap creating future transactions so you can estimate the tax consequences. So, for example, I might want to sell, or this customer might want to sell one Bitcoin prior to the budget. And you can come in here and you can model that. So if we click add transaction and go to trade sell, you can put in here on the 29th of October, I want to sell one Bitcoin. And I think a Bitcoin is going to be worth £52,000 on the 29th of October. You can see immediately that transaction has been created in Recap. If we hit the tax tab, we can look that that's going to generate a disposal, and this customer is going to realise a capital gain of £51,450. Now, it might be that this particular customer wants to play out the scenario of, well, what happens if I buy that back after the budget? Well, again, you could put that transaction into Recap. You could say trade buy, and maybe, let's just say the 2nd of November, when the dust is settled, this customer can come in here. They can buy their Bitcoin back. They think it's going to be worth, I don't know, £52,000. And because the customer's buying this back within a 30-day window, they might want to see the implications of their tax position to understand the bed and breakfast rules. So, I've got my mouse on the previous trade where I sold my Bitcoin. If you remember, we had a disposal. Well, that disposal no longer exists because we've triggered the matching rules. We've bought that asset back. So by selling the asset and then buying it back within 30 days, I actually haven't realised a capital gain in this scenario. So I'm just giving you an example of here how you might want to put in some transactions into Recap so you can model out potential strategies for you to get on top of your tax position. If we go back to the asset screen, this is going to update in real time. So you can see here, I bought that asset back. It's now back here in my asset page, showing me that I've still got an unrealised gain. And yeah, feel free to try Recap out and work out your own tax scenario ahead of the budget. Thanks a lot for your time.